Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Kentucky Wildcats. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Thomas back to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Kentucky's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating you?
Turning it on! And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Horn. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Thomas Thomas looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it inside the 15. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Wildcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Smashes through the tackle. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Sooners in the hurry-up. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement, and they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Kentucky! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Thomas back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Sooners line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense
lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Kentucky! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Thomas looking to fire. Swings it out to his running back. Runs through the tackle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse. There he goes! Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Under fire! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
It's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse.
He smashes his way through again. There he goes to the right. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Thomas back to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball? Mixing run and pass. Breaks into the open. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He's going to let it go. Catch and stride inside the 15. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They go to the ground. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Thomas looking to fire. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Jukes his way for more. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here.
And they get to the quarterback and knock it down back at the 16. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Floats it out in space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Breaks the tackle. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. They boot it away on 4th down. Now on the return. He gets a block. Can they catch it? They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at... Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Nice move there. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. On the run, it's Wilkins. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky! He has spent a lot of time in that end zone at an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll try the run. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Sooners will punt this one away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Makes the catch. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down after that incompletion. Back to pass. Going deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Leaves it with the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Thomas back to pass. Finds the tight end. bounced off his feet.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before... And the brakes on it. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense in an empty set. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quickly complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wildcats! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give out of the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And on 2nd down for this offense. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Makes the grab, it's Cooper. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, 2nd guy finally did. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Grab behind the line, it's Cooper. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. On the move at the 30. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Wildcats. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. And he made the extra point without problem.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
The give on the option. Quick spin on the ride. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Caught behind the line. It's Cooper. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense...
Oh, he's got some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll run it out of the shotgun, fighting off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Takes the grab on the left. They stop him almost